Well, more of an oven mitt than a glove being worn by the Danish athlete. Now, I'm going to ask the stupid question. Why, Chef?
Well, I think mitt, as you said, I think it's to keep your fingers warm and supple, so you can still have a smooth release, even though it's really cooling down here. And also maybe to keep it dry. I'm guessing Yasemin will start this match, since she is the higher ranked archer from the ranking round.
Well, you are indeed correct. Yasemin Ecem goes up against Maja Jager for the European title in the women's recurve 9 to start things off.
Lav 7 venstre, Maja.
An adjustment there to the center.
Venstre, ja. Ja, lav 7 venstre.
Maja Jager, 7.
Værsgo, Maja.
Yasemin, 10.
Samme sted, Maja.
Goes off to the left.
Maja Jager, 7.
And what a great bit of shooting there. Good consistency, those last 2 arrows. And the set's got away from her, but she gets in a good 9 to finish things off. So got her sighting in for the 3rd arrow, but the set has escaped her. And Chef, they are going at a blistering pace compared to the bronze medal match.
Yeah, I think they both have a much quicker shot than the other archers we've just seen. I think for Maja it's been, or it is because she has been living in Korea for 5 years, I think. And it's very normal in Korea to have a quick shot, a quick and effective shot. So the fact that she trained with a Korean coach, I think helped her a lot in speeding up the shot. It also helped her in becoming world champion, because she's a former world champion. And for Yasemin, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing she also just likes to shoot a quick shot.
Interesting that the world of archery now looks to Korea for guidance, but they are very, very prevalent on the world stage in medal matches. You see them very regularly.
It's not a new thing, though. They have been very dominant in archery for many, many years. Ironically, this is a longer draw from her.
Samme sted dernede, Maja.
Maja Jager, 9.
But certainly a better start for the Danish athlete.
Bit of a hiccup in the release, but
Anagöz,
nothing too severe.
Ingen sted dernede.
Jager, 8.
Seems like Maja is correcting to the right in her shot.
A better one from Anagöz.
Værsgo, Maja.
Anagöz,
So a little
10.
mini advantage here.
Yep, 10 til højre.
And things getting better and better for Maja Jager as well.
Jager,
The
10.
maximum for Anagöz will take the set. Anything less. It's an 8, and in fact she's given the set away. A 9 would have drawn level. 8 not good enough, and it's all square.
Maja's actually shooting in a rain jacket, so she has in fact found a rain jacket that's tight enough to shoot in without it interfering with her string. I did notice she has a little clamp on her sleeve so that it's more tight, so that when you shoot, the string doesn't hit the fabric of your rain jacket. So you can see her chest guard and arm guard are over the jacket to keep it tight, and then on the back of her arm you can see a little
Ball clip.
Yeah. So
good spot there, sir. Good spot. So what Chef's referring to is as the string flies back towards the bow,
it doesn't catch on anything.
Doesn't hit anything That's why you see a lot of the archers, or most of the archers, wearing arm guards as well when they're not wearing a rain jacket to protect their arm as much as anything.
It will give you very bad bruises and sometimes even until your arm bleeds. So the arm guard is definitely something you want to use if you hit it.
Biraz sağ ol oynasa. Atış güzeldi. Güven kendine. İyi atışlar yapıyorsun.
8, Anagos.
You can see by the reaction in her shot that she knew that the shot was going to go to the left. So she tried to steer it to the right, but couldn't quite manage to do that.
We're talking about the corrections there as you get a lovely 10 from Anagos. Less so in compound archery, more effective with recurve archery?
Yeah, in recurve you make the shot yourself with your fingers. So in the moment the string goes away from the fingers, you still have like a fraction of a second that you can do something. With compound, if you use your release properly, it will be so fast that it's almost impossible to do something with the flight of the arrow, because it will come relatively unexpected.
Well, that 8 there is enough to mean my Jager needs a 10. She doesn't get it, and 26 plays 25 in set 3, and the 2 set points go to Yasemin Anagos. And this is a bit of a seesaw one here. Anagos took the first, Jager took the second, Anagos took the third. But my Jager can't afford to make any mistakes now, because Anagos outscores her in the next set. She becomes the European champion. Just on the other end of the range, 70 metres away, collecting the arrows just fired. And that Turkish crowd, it looks like it's thinned out. Actually, they've just split up a little bit, sharing the umbrellas more liberally. I think there are more Turkish people under each of them.
We are sitting in a tent and I'm already getting cold hands, and yeah, I can imagine that the archers feel cold themselves.
Oh, I'm sitting on my hands, they're so cold. Here we go. Set number 4. And my Jager will shoot first.
Not the best shot, but still in the goal. So a bit of a look of awe on her face when she released.
Gets away with a 9. That's a 9 from Anagos. The pressure switches back over to the Danish athlete.
Another one of those corrections that I just spoke about. So she does know that they're going a certain way, but it doesn't seem like she has an idea how to fix it at this very moment.
Again on score. Another 9. So a maximum would take this for Anagos. She would move to 6 set points and take the European title. Oh, and it dips down into the 9, and they're level on points, so they're going to share the set points here, but it's the Turkish athlete that still leads 5-3.
So the maximum that Maja can get now is a shoot-off out of this.
Anagos, ostatnia strzała 9. Ten sam rezultat uzyskały obydwie zawodniczki. Maja Jager 26 punktów i
Ama eğer son attığı
You can see that they're constantly drying everything with a towel, just so that it's not completely soaked. It's just very difficult to shoot with soaked equipment. You don't necessarily want that.
What are the worst conditions that you shot in terms of rain?
I cannot remember very vividly. I think in a training camp last year we had some very bad rain, and on a competition in 2015 in Copenhagen it was also a moment of a very, very heavy raining.
And also, speaking from experience, then conditions, well, not tipping it down quite as much as it was earlier on. It's still not very pleasant.
It's a solid 9.
Well, all she can do is put the pressure on Yasemin Ecem. But Ecem is she's keeping her mettle about her. She
seems unfazed.
Yes, a 10 for Jager. Well, that one's drifted out, so
this is the moment Maja can clinch this set to go into the shoot-off.
Well, another 10.
Or a 9 even.
Yep, she's down. Well, it's on the line. So she gets the 10, and Ecem cannot match her 29 points.
Just a quick shot will do.
And just like that, we are level on 5 set points each. And Maja Jager, well, she's just clung in there to stay in this match. Drawn level at the close of regulation play, if you like. And we go into
another shoot-off.
Another shoot-off. So we've seen one of these before, but just for the folk watching, just explain again how this works.
Well, a shoot-off is a single arrow tiebreaker, essentially. So they will shoot one arrow, and the closest arrow to center wins. Unless both archers shoot a 10, then they will shoot another arrow, and then the closest to center wins.
There you go. So potentially one arrow for the European title here. And this time it's going to be Ecem who shoots first. So here it is, potentially one arrow each, and the European title will be decided. But who will it go to? Ecem to shoot first. And it's on the 9-10 ring.
So she will not lose this arrow at least. But Maja needs a 10 to stay in the game.
And if she scores a 10, she will cling on, but it's just crept out to the right and into the 9. And that means that lady there, Yasemin Anagöz of Turkey, is the 2018 Women's Recurve Individual European Champion. Well, another match, Chef, that looked like one athlete was running away with it, and then the other athlete got back into the match, and in the end, the one that took the lead first off actually gets over the line, but only just.
Interestingly, yeah, it's we have seen some very, very close matches today.
And it's interesting, isn't it, because whilst Maja Jager, as you were saying earlier on, that kind of had her sighting in, she just couldn't shift it towards the 10.
Yeah, and in the end she seemed to have found it, but then the last arrow she shot was on the right instead of on the left.
So it's interesting as we look back, we can see almost a level of frustration in the Danish athlete's face throughout that match. Rolling of the eyes there as Ecem replays one of her, well, less good arrows. She didn't have it all her own way, to be fair. Jager dug deep. She drew level, forcing the shoot off. Archery's equivalent of a tiebreaker. But it was Yasemin Anagöz who took the European title in the end. And Chef, I can tell you that we're going to have the medal ceremony coming up very shortly, but I've been led to believe that the organisers have taken into account this damp weather, and they're going to allow those finalists to take a little break to change their clothes, basically dry off and change their clothes, and no real surprise that they're allowing them to do that.
Yeah, that seems fair.
And as we look out this beautiful cathedral, a quite spectacular roof. Well, I can't say that I've seen anywhere else in the world before. It's the Apostles' Cathedral of Peter and Paul, here right in the centre of the city, and it's a fabulous backdrop to this fabulous event. Archery has been here for the whole week, going through the qualification rounds about a kilometre outside the city centre from where we are right now. And the town has really taken to this sport. They've got a little festival going on outside the range that you're looking down at the moment, just off and to the right, and it's drawing in the local population. And it's been packed out throughout this medal day. Chef, all eyes will be turning to the podium very shortly, but not too far off in the distance, a matter of the Olympic qualification for Tokyo 2020, and you were there just recently, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in Tokyo, and I got the chance to experience some of the weather, but also to see the Olympic Village and to experience what it's like to be in Japan in the first place.
More on that shortly, as seems that the ladies got themselves changed pretty quickly. And it's time for the medals, and what a way to go into Olympic qualification, getting a European medal. You can see the umbrellas are still out there for the presentation party.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the recurve woman.
You fancy they'll get this medal ceremony over and done with pretty quickly.
Even though it's pretty much dry out now.
Kwiaty wręczać będzie dyrektor Komitetu Organizacyjnego Mistrzostw Europy w ucznictwie pani Małgorzata Szałańska. Brązowy medal, reprezentantka Turcji.
So there's a gutsy performance for the bronze medal. Gulnash Koskun won it in the end. Melanie Gobil put up a brave fight for the French team, but in the end it was Koskun that got over the line. Turkey with the bronze.
Srebrny medal, reprezentantka Danii.
Well, she cut a frustrated figure throughout the gold medal match. A gutsy performance from her kept her in and forced a tie-break, but Maja Jager had to settle for silver after hitting a 9. The 9 wasn't good enough to take the European title, but she looks pretty happy with silver here in Legnica.
I'm sure she is.
Złoty medal i tytuł mistrzyni Europy dla reprezentantki Turcji.
Gold medal, European champion.
But after a topsy-turvy match, it's Turkey's Yasemin Anagöz, who is the 2018 Women's Recurve European champion. I think they will be getting off this podium pretty quickly because the rain started to come down again. It's like someone's turning a tap on and off. here in southwest Poland. Doesn't seem to bother Anagöz though. But she proudly stands on top of the podium because now it's time for the Turkish national anthem. Well, there we go, Turkey, the cheerleaders and all, singing to their national anthem there. 2 medals in the women's individual recurve for the Turkish team. Koskun with the bronze, but it's Yasemin Anagöz who has just won the European title. They'll clear the field of play after that medal ceremony, because now it's time to switch over to the men's individual medal matches, bronzed up first, followed by the gold, and then it'll be time to sign off from the 2018 European Championships.